Ladies and gentlemen of DrupalCon Barcelona, welcome to the 2015 Prenote. Please give your most distinguished welcome to Jeffrey Maguire, aka Jam, aka Just a Mustache, and Robert Douglas.
What are you trying to do to me, man?
Hold on, hold still. I just want to take a selfie and have a lower microphone. Seriously, it's not going to hurt you. It's the Prenote. We could do a selfie. I just want to take a picture.
You broke the camera.
Oh, man. All right, let's get rid of that. So, we should probably get on with the show. Thank you, everybody, for coming. 8 o'clock in the morning. It's early. Where's the other mic? Good morning.
Test.
Is that number one?
Test.
Right, so everybody ignore the stupid bull on stage who doesn't want to have his picture taken. Let's get on with the show. We are going to show you today 8 aspects of Barcelona and Spain that we think are really good for the Drupal project. And any of you Americans who maybe did Spanish in school, native Spanish speakers not from Spain, you might have noticed something like this when you got here to Barcelona and thought, that does not look like Spanish. Why did I do all those exams? Well, like many parts of Europe, this region has its own language. It's called Catalan, and it has a very rich tradition and culture, and it's very much a part of this city and this culture. So, since we're at DrupalCon and we're in Catalonia, I think it's important to give you some useful phrases to help you through DrupalCon. And we're going to start with this. Everybody get ready to practice.
This is a language lesson.
Si us plau, pots revisar el meu pagat? Si us plau, pots revisar el meu pagat?
Si us plau, pots revisar el meu pagat. Everyone? Si us plau, pots revisar el meu pagat. That means, please review my patch. If you run into anyone on the bus stop, at the metro, when you're having a beer and you've got a tough problem, you can speak to anyone from this town. Now, si us plau, pots revisar el meu pagat.
This is a city full of contributors.
Now it is. So.
Oh, was that it? So the format of this is that we're going to take you through 8 aspects of Spanish and Catalonian culture, art, literature, history, food, and we're going to show you how they're all relevant to the experience here at Drupal. Now, everybody knows that food is absolutely essential to life. And eating good is also good for Drupal. I mean, after all, you can't really code well if you don't eat well. And the food here is really great, and it therefore goes to follow that by eating well in Catalonia and Spain, Drupal's just going to get so much better. Now, out of all the people who need to eat well at DrupalCon, wouldn't you agree with me that maybe it's the most important that Dries himself eats very well? I'd think so, right? Hey, Dries, are you here? Dries, are you in the house? Oh, hey. Look, front and center. Hey, Dries, could we ask you to come up here on stage for a bit?
Thanks for getting up so early, Dries.
I had to be here anyway.
Great.
You got a
Okay.
good seat for the keynote, I see.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, Dries, we have a special treat for you. We have recruited a local food expert, somebody who's going to give you a culinary experience and guide you through the Catalonian eating experience, and in doing so, elevate Drupal to yet a higher level. So,
That sounds good.
give it up for Natalia Shishka, who is going to present you some wondrous Catalonian foods. So,
Okay, Dries. First, you need to wear this.
Okay. And what is this?
It's special hat.
Okay.
it makes the food taste better.
How does that look?
And the whole magic work. Okay, nice.
I put on oh, okay.
These are the pinkies. The local athletes ate them before big tournaments for luck and power.
All right.
If you eat the whole bag of this, you instantly get 1 million followers on Twitter.
Thank you.
Num num, eat it, eat it, eat it. It doesn't do any good unless it goes in.
I'll eat it.
Exquisite
And we're
Spanish
all watching.
delicacy.
Pinkies, everybody, Pinkies, local at all fine Catalonian food establishments in the city.
It does actually
Just ask
look
for them by
pretty
name, they'll know what you want. Excuse me, can I have a Pinky?
This Prenote brought to you by Pinkies.
Aikio es deliciosa.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, it means that's delicious in Catalan.
Wow.
May I try?
See, it's working already, the food is.
Això es deliciosa.
Hey, can I have a bite of that?
Go away.
Hey,
Go away.
can I have a bite of
Go
that?
away.
Is it good?
This is people food. You can go eat some grass. No bulls allowed. No bulls allowed. So, let's get on with things. Thank you, Dries. Enjoy
right.
your snack.
Want me to stay here?
Have a seat. All right.
So, apropos ordering food, you should also learn some important phrases and local dishes that will greatly enjoy your time here beyond just eating pinkies. And to introduce them, we've enlisted the help of our friendly local Catalan and Drupal expert, Lorena Castro. You met her already in the last video. So, who eats meat? All right, okay. So you need to learn this phrase. It's very simple. And you're going to be ordering these delicious local dishes. And also, a mountain of these.
Cambrer, m'agradaria escudella, esqueixada i escalivada amb una muntanya d'embotits. Cambrer, m'agradaria escudella, esqueixada i escalivada amb una muntanya d'embotits.
Everyone? Cambrer, m'agradaria escudella, esquissada i escalivada amb una muntanya d'embotits. Again? Have we all got it? Okay, meat eaters, m'agradaria una muntanya d'embotits means I would like a mountain of sausages, please. This is your key phrase for the week.
And some Pinkies.
And some pinkies. Vegetarians? Vegetarians, there are a few of you. Yeah, I see. Okay. It's tricky going to Spain as a vegetarian, right? But just for you.
Vull banyar-me amb 20 litres de crema catalana. Vull banyar-me amb 20 litres de crema catalana.
I would like to bathe in 20 liters of crema catalana. Everyone? Vull banyar-me en 20 litres de crema catalana.
Can't hear you.
Everyone? Bull bañarme en 20 litros de crema catalana.
So, thank you. That was the language lesson for now. Now, anytime you travel to a new country or city, you're bound to run into aspects of life in that place, aspects of culture that might be different than your own. These are always opportunities to learn and to expand your minds and even maybe to find some ideas to bring back home.
If you've been out and about in the tourist parts of this city, I'm sure that you have seen dozens, if not hundreds, of shops full of little tiny figurines. And you thought, that's just the thing for the kids. I'll grab 3 or 4 of these. Look, they're even really famous people like Tintin and SpongeBob and Elvis and the Pope. And oh my God, what are they doing? And you look closely and, the world is a rich and beautiful place and people have rich and beautiful traditions. This figure is called El Cajané.
Yep. In case you didn't brush up on your Spanish before coming, that means the pooper, cajané. And what you're witnessing here is a fertility ritual. And this guy is part of the nativity scene in Catalonian creches and when they lay out Jerusalem at Christmas time. And he's always there pooping somewhere. It's a symbol of fertility and a rich harvest. One could say even that maybe he's making a contribution to the earth.
We wanted to be part of this ancient Catalonian tradition, and we got a few of our friends in the community to also help make a contribution to Drupal. Of course, we told them that we were making a new dance video. But thank you, all contributors to Drupal. Thank you, all contributors, especially Augustin Delaporte. I don't know anyone who can rock a towel like Augustin. Thank you, all contributors.
Stand up and take your bow if you were one of the cajaner.
So, it's time to introduce Dries to an even more delicious local food.
The next special local food you get is palomitas, ketchup, and mostaza.
Okay.
Eating this literally equivalent to fixing Drupal bugs. Therefore, Dries, you're going to eat one for Drupal 5,
Just one.
Drupal 6, Drupal 7, Drupal 8.
Very important.
Yeah. And maybe you should eat one for Drupal 9.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. And how are they?
They're yummy.
Good.
So this is the incredible,
I
to
saw
us,
the
combination of
delicioso.
popcorn, ketchup, and mustard.
Oh, good.
I think we could just throw little hot dog bits in there and everyone would be happy, right?
Or a mountain of sausage.
Oh, una montaña de embutidos.
Thank you, Dries. Natalia, it looks delicious. Go.
In addition to its undeniable contribution to the history of Drupal, Spain has also given us many memorable literary figures to draw on for inspiration and guidance. And perhaps the most important was the author Miguel de Cervantes, and he wrote a wonderful book called El Ingenioso Hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha, inexplicably known in the United States on the left coast as Don Quixote, and on the right coast as Don Quixote. But I'm sure that many Drupal developers can empathize with his quest, tilting against windmills, undoing wrongs, and bringing justice to the world, just as we strive to eliminate bugs and increase performance. Whether it's a fool's errand that we're on, like he was, well, I don't think that's up to us to judge, but we're having a good time along the way. This character, Don Quixote, is a profound and influential influence on the entire world of software as well. I'm not sure you were aware. And now here to inspire us to even greater acts of hackery, quixotic chivalry is none other than Don Quixote himself. Now, Hidalgo Quixote, you don't really look like a medieval literary character.
I wanted to dress like the locals.
Don Quixote the geek? Okay.
Exactly. To dream the impossible dream, to write object-oriented code, to kill the unkillable divs, persist though the progress had slowed, to patch the unpatchable file, to get a release candidate, to type when your hands are too weary, to reach the releasable age. This is our quest to release Drupal 8. No matter how bloated, no matter how late, to document well, that's important, senor. And remember to go and thank Dries because views is in core. And I know if we'll all contribute at this glorious con, that our hearts will be joyful and glad when the crits are all gone, and the world will be better for this. That one team, sick and tired of the wait, still strove with their last ounce of caffeine to reach the releasable
Thank you, Adam Duran. Thank you. Bravo.
After Los Angeles, I swore we weren't doing another musical, but we kind of couldn't resist. Thank you, Adam Duran.
So, as you're walking around this city, pondering the inspiration that you can take in from the local culture, and you're staring and looking up at the amazing buildings, both old and new, that you see around you, you can see that Spanish architecture has had a profound influence on the way that we organize our cities and our lives, and it's awe-inspiring. And here, joining us now remotely, is our resident Drupal architecture expert, Campbell Vertesi, who is going to talk to us about the great connections and correlations between fantastic code and magnificent buildings.
Oh, I didn't see you there. I'm Campbell Vertesi, and I'm here today with this exciting interactive CD-ROM about great Spanish architecture. Did you know that Spain is famous for its contribution to the art and science of architecture? Many of the greatest artists, architects, and engineers in history are Spanish. Click here to start the first lesson in this exciting interactive CD-ROM.
Campbell, we can't click there. You're a video. I mean, I can't.
You can't just click it?
No. Really, you're a video.
Just right, no?
What? You
Right
want me to
here.
throw the mouse at you?
Oh, okay. All right. Lesson 1. The Guggenheim in Bilbao. I mentioned that the Spanish appreciate great architecture, even when it comes from other cultures. This building is the proof. In 1981, the state of Basque offered to commission, build, fund, and maintain a new art gallery for the International Guggenheim Foundation. In 1997, the city of Bilbao unveiled his new building, which has been called the greatest building of our time, an astonishing architectural feat. And he did it on time and on budget. The greatest architectural minds in this video have compared the Guggenheim in Bilbao to the underlying architecture of Drupal 8. At its height, art and architecture come together. They become one. The Guggenheim in Bilbao is a building that is not afraid to break with the past in order to embrace the future. Lesson 2. The Great Cathedral Mosque in Cordoba. Some buildings are hubs for the various cultures and histories of the region. The Great Mosque in Cordoba is more like a router, with a DNS cache and a routing table full of history. The first Moorish ruler of Spain built this mosque as a part of his public works program. Along with roads, aqueducts, and civic buildings, this emir wanted to make Spain the site of the largest mosque in the world outside of Mecca. Since the workers who built the temple came from 3 cultures, the art on the inside is an amazing mixture of their styles. The walls are covered with verses from the Quran, but the statues are all Catholic saints. The dome at the center is pointed like a minaret, but the inside of the dome is a Star of David. The most intelligent and muscular architects I know often compare the mosque at Cordoba to the international and multicultural architecture of Drupal. Not only do the workers on our great structure come from all over the world, but even the ideas that shape this CMS are a mix of development cultures. The routing component in D8 is from Symfony, but the templating engine is Twig. Lesson 3. Sagrada Familia. This is one of the buildings that you absolutely have to see before you leave Barcelona. It was designed by Barcelona native architect Antonio Gaudí in 1883. He envisioned it as an enormous cathedral-sized building, but from the beginning, he wanted his project to belong to everyone. This is one of the most significant pieces of architecture in the world, and it is built entirely by donations. And just like Drupal 8, Sagrada Familia is still unfinished. Gaudí planned the project to take several hundred years. Even though the timeline has been accelerated by technology, it only just passed the halfway point in 2010. There's a famous quote from Gaudí about his timeline for the project, when it would be finished. Maybe you've heard it before. He said, "My client is not in a hurry." I like to think that he meant, when it's ready.
Thank you, Campo Fortesi. Give it up for the man in the video.
And now for our next language lesson, in a very direct connection from the lesson about architecture that we've just had, we all need to learn to say this.
Quan estigui llest. Quan estigui llest.
When is Drupal 8 going to be ready?
Quan
Quan
estigui
estigui
llest.
llest. When it's done. Everyone. It's ready when it's ready. Quan estigui llest.
All right, so we've done literature, architecture, we've done food, Now it's time for some music. Spanish music culture has proven, as recently as the mid-90s, that it can have massive global appeal and impact. The next piece has its distinction as being the all-time #1 on the Latin charts. So, welcome, in celebration of the joy of DrupalCon, please welcome Carmen, Garrigay, and Ruben to the stage to dance the Macarena. We want to move the chairs on.
Hey!
And then take them back on when they're done.
Alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo.
Did we lose? No, there we are. What happened?
Oh,
Just when we were getting into it.
well, you want to do it again? That was great. Thank you. Give it up for our Macarena team. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. Come on.
Ruben's a little disappointed because he wanted you to get up and dance with him.
He was about to start breakdancing.
Oh, should I put it on again for you? No? No? We're cool? Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Sorry, it stops too soon. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think that was my fault. I think I edited the Macarena to be a little too short. I told him 3 times and it was maybe only 2. For a private command performance of the Macarena where you get to see Ruben's moves, talk to him after the con.
Come to the theming sprint on Friday.
Okay, so thank you again. Augustin, go one forward. We skipped that. Yep. And that. And that. No, you're going the wrong way. Yeah, okay. Great. So it's been a long time since we've fed Dries anything at all. So we'd like to ask Natalie and Dries to come back for our 3rd installment of Meet Catalonian Food.
This one is the best, promise.
Say it again.
This one is the best one, so I promise. Finally, you get a local special beer. Estrella Damm beer was specially brewed for technical students as it promotes their higher intelligence and rocks analytical skills, especially before exams.
Thank you. Awesome.
Ooh.
How does it feel?
It's really good.
Can you feel the magic yet?
It's magical indeed. Maybe we should cancel the keynote.
All right. Thank you. Applause for Natalie and Dries. They've done a great job. So now on to history. Spain has played a major role in the history of Drupal, a fact that in fact, one could even say that without contributions from certain prominent Spanish figures, we might not even have Drupal at all. It would certainly not be what it is today. And this is something I can prove.
That sounds like a pretty tall claim. How are you going to prove something like that?
Very easy, my friend. Let me introduce you to Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus? Give it up for Christopher Columbus.
Ma Cristoforo Colombo non era spagnolo, era italiano. Who knows who's with me here, Cristoforo Colombo, was from Italy, not from Spain, right? Whoever he worked for, am I right? Yes, who's going to back me up here?
What is
Thank
this,
you.
a democracy?
Okay, guys, I got news for you. Columbus was not from Spain. He was not even from Italy. Columbus was Viking, Icelandic Viking, like me. But Rob, what do you mean he played a major role in the history of Drupal?
It's kind of clear, isn't it? I mean, Dries, where do you live?
I live in Boston.
Boston, right? It's the New World. If Columbus hadn't opened up the trade network between Europe and the New World, we wouldn't have Boston. Where would Dries live?
This is just the kind of thing that a dumb bull would think of.
What?
Yeah, a dumb bull like you would think of a dumb story like that.
Ouch! Hey man, you better watch that. Why are you always poking me with things?
You know. Dries wasn't even in Boston.
I'm starting to see red.
How does that have anything to do with Spanish history?
Well, you better watch it. I'm gonna have to get you with my horn.
With your horn?
With my horn.
With these little things? I'm not really worried about those. You know, they look kind of soft.
Are you worried with those?
Ooh, yeah, okay, those are horns. Where's my horn? Where's my horn? Okay. No, I mean with this horn.
Ha, and he calls that a horn. If it's about the size of the horn, I'm going to win this argument.
Guys, you guys are behaving like a bunch of bull. You fight way too much.
It's because he's stupid, and look at him.
It's his fault.
I think of something that could help here. You see, we in the Drupal community, we strongly believe in adhering to what we call a code of conduct. It's even published on our website.
Oh yeah? What's it say?
Yeah. Well, essentially, it says that our work together is based on respect, and that we try to talk things through. And that there isn't any bullying.
I see what you did there. Bullying.
I did. Well, essentially, it says that our work together is based on respect, and that we try. Sorry. Next slide. For example, Jem, not giving the bull any food just because he's a bull, that's not really in line with our code of conduct. It's demeaning to him, and it's not collaborative. And calling him stupid just because he had an idea that you disagree with, and may actually be factually wrong, that's not respectful. Oh, and by the way, Bull, I wrote the first version of Drupal in Belgium.
Not Boston?
No, in Belgium. So maybe you better review your history.
Okay, wait a minute here, Dries. Let me see if I understand. You're saying that actually we're all here for the greater good of Drupal and maybe for the world. And even if we don't always agree on how to get there, you're saying we should be respectful to each other and welcome others and their opinions, communicate as clearly as we can, and assume everyone is operating with good intentions. If someone messes up, we should also all do our best to resolve it as well. The Drupal Code of Conduct, opening parentheses here, the Drupal Code of Conduct and the DrupalCon Code of Conduct are actually something that we can be really, really proud of, and our community worked long and hard, and it was a painful moment in our history. We worked long and hard to create it, and in the end it's come out, it's a very positive, may I have the slide please? It's a very positive set of statements that I feel really, really match our ideals and our ambitions. So if you don't know the Drupal Code of Conduct, please have a look at that. Please communicate, be respectful, and assume that everyone is operating from a position of goodwill. So, come here, you big bully.
That was awkward. So, earlier we showed you the Kagener, the pooper, remember? Well, he's not the only one making scatological contributions in Catalonian culture. There's also Tio de Nadal, or the Christmas log. Tio de Nadal is invited into the home at the Christmas season and at the beginning of December, and children feed Tio de Nadal tasty treats to the log throughout the entire Advent season. And he wears a traditional red berretina, and he gets a blanket put on him so he doesn't get cold after eating.
And after eating, and this is one of the most remarkable European Christmas traditions that I've come across. It's really astonishing. So, after spending a month feeding him snacks, the children on Christmas Day come to the Tio de Nadal in the living room, and they beat him with sticks until he poops out their presents. Spanish people, please raise your hands if I'm telling the truth. Yep.
Right.
That's the magic of Christmas, folks. So they beat him until he poops out their presents, and when he poops out a salty piece of fish, then he's done, and that's all the presents. So check this out. YouTube is full of this stuff if you still don't believe me. So Rob, now, this is how I envision the Drupal core contribution community working feverishly this week to get our release candidate out. This video is called Make Tio Poop. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Drupal core contribution team. Check the kid out on the left, how excited he gets now. Drupal 8 is here! Now, so Rob, of course, Dries' whole role's just been a metaphor for the Tio de Nadal, and Christmas is coming, so we're gonna get like 6 or 7 people.
We
I'll
need
get the sticks
a release
from
committee.
the back.
Okay,
All right, Dries,
we need release committee. Volunteers. Vanessa, I
committee.
want you. Yana, I want you too.
Who wants to beat
more
Dries with
volunteers?
sticks?
CTO of the Drupal
Oh,
Association.
Lauri
Come on
put
up,
his hand
come,
right
just-
up.
Yep, come, stand up. Yes, Vanessa. Stand up. You, come on. Yes, you. Over there, I saw you raise your hand. Come on. We need a more robust release committee. And did you bring your sticks? Please, you, yes. Kevin, you.
Okay,
Yeah, I pointed
so-
at you. You too, please. We need a release committee.
All right.
Okay, guys, this is what we're gonna do. Come here.
We're gonna get Dries.
Come on. Okay, shh. So we're all gonna go get the sticks, okay? And he's well fed, and he's
down on his hands and knees.
and he's wearing the hat.
And we're going to beat the Drupal out of him.
Okay? You done with that?
Guys, look, thanks for all the food, but there's really no need to beat the Drupal out of me. In fact, you can already start using Drupal 8 today.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, lots of people are. Lots of websites are being launched with Drupal 8, and so I don't think you need those sticks. They're not going to help you get Drupal 8 any faster.
But can we beat you anyway?
we thought it would help. I mean, we'll do practically anything to get D8 out the door at this point. Bull.
Is that my line? I was still fantasizing about the sticks. Well, all right. The other thing we could try to do is to let all these people, Dries, get on with DrupalCon. I mean, all the sessions and the sprints and the hallway tracks are where DrupalCon happens, after all. Are you going to some sprints? Sprints? Okay, see, this is the release committee, after all.
Okay, but if D8 doesn't come out soon, I think we should see if we can beat it out of Dries, okay? So if it's not out by Christmas, we're gonna get back together with the sticks. Is it a deal?
We're gonna form a posse.
Right. In the meantime, thank you for coming to DrupalCon. Thank you for contributing. Have a great DrupalCon. And as they say here, menja bem e caga forte. Have a great DrupalCon.
Yeah, release committee, take a bow. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Dries. Thank you, Macarena team.
Thank you, Adam Duran.
Adam Duran.
Thank you, Hilmar the Drupal Viking.
And everybody else, have a great DrupalCon.
Thanks.